Today we are going to go straight into the UK student visa. And look, if you are planning to study in the UK, please, before you apply to any university in the UK, I'm saying it again, before you apply to any university in the UK, especially if you want to be self-funded, make sure you come to this website, gov.uk. It has all the details you need to study in the UK as an international student. Don't let anybody lie to you. Don't let any agent take your money for free. All the information is here. Everything is here. Right, let's just go into it. No time to waste. So, if you're planning to study in the UK, one, you just have to, come to this website, gov.uk, and then you go to this part of the study in the UK on a student visa. Yes, it's easy. You can just type gov.uk/student visa, and then this page pops up for you. Great. So let's go to, the overview. Yeah, so in the overview, it says you can apply for a student visa to study in the UK if you are 16 on over. So, obviously, usually for postgraduate students, most of us are older, more than 16 years. So, yeah, so you can apply. The earliest you can apply for this visa is 6 months before your start. So, before you get your admission, at least before you try and apply for the visa, you should have done this. You should do this within 6 months. So, it's giving you see, the information is here. Is here. This is the information. Also, especially for those who are in Africa, outside the UK, I should say. Yeah, so how long can you stay on a student visa? So it depends on the course that you are studying, and it also says that if you are 18 or over and your course is at a degree level, you can usually stay in the UK for up to 5 years, which is a good thing. And if you are below degree level, you can usually stay in the UK up to 2 years. So over here, I think usually for master's students, you can stay at the time of your course, So it depends. Once you make the applications, the dates will be given to you. And yeah, so that you have opportunity to extend your visa as well, to switch, and also to switch to a graduate visa, and then to stay in the UK for at least 2 years after successfully completing your course. So this is usually for master's students who are studying on the full 1 year total master's courses in the UK. So right after school is right here. You can apply for the graduate visa and then stay for up to 2 years in the UK. Now let's go to the fees. Now, to apply for a student visa to the UK, it's £490. So if you are in Ghana, you have to. I'm in Ghana right now. So for instance, I'm just trying to convert it into Ghanaian cedis. Ghana cedis. The exchange rate is now like 19. So for Ghanaians, at least you pay 9,310. Exchange rate of 19. So this is how much you're going to pay for the student visa. Please don't let any agent take £1,000 from you or £2,000 from you just to apply for student visa for you. So and as part of the student visa, you have to also pay for health insurance. So I made some calculations here already. So over here it says that the health insurance. So I used like a year's course. I used like 12 months course, and then this was my based on the information that I provided. This is my results. So based on that, for just 1 year, I'm going to pay 1,640. So this applies to anyone who is going to study. So you can check this one. You are the one that will make the calculation yourself. This is it. This is how it comes. So are you applying a loan? And then you go to next, and then are you currently UK? No. Are you applying? No. I mean, these are the questions. So once you are done, then you calculate your health surcharge. So you saw what I calculated at first, and it was 1164 pounds. So you pay this as part of your application. So Charlie, you don't just pay the application fee. Yeah, so now let's go to the course. Now, before you apply for the student visa, there's a very important document that you need before you make your application. And this important document is called the Confirmation of Acceptance for Studies, which is shortly called the CAS. So once you have this is a document that is sent to you by your university following you meeting all the admission requirements, which includes paying your tuition fee, deposits, providing your personal statement, everything that has to do with your applications, and getting an unconditional offer from the university, as well as your completing the payment of your school fees, your tuition fee deposit. Once you have that, you've done that successfully, your university sends you this document, and it's one of the very important documents that aids in facilitating your visa processes and getting your student visa. Now it is right here. It says that once you've been offered a place on the course, you need to apply for your visa within 6 months of receiving your confirmation of acceptance. Very, very important. You don't have to wait, otherwise it expires. The confirmation of acceptance expires. So please, you need to be fast if you want to apply for the school quickly. Now let's go straight into the funds. Yeah, funds is the UK is getting expensive, but Charlie, it's possible. Once people have done it, you can also do it. Do not be discouraged at all when it comes to raising money for, tuition fee or studying in the UK. It's quite a lot, especially if you want to stay in the UK on your graduate visa after graduating school. Usually, if you're on scholarship, you need to come back like ASAP. And that is one of the reasons why some people do not want to apply for the scholarships, even though they are very much aware that they qualify to apply for scholarships. But if you're on scholarship, you can't apply for your postgraduate work visa. It depends. Some will argue with me on this, but it depends on some of the scholarships. For instance, if you're in Chevening scholarship, just know that you can't apply for the graduate work visa. If you're on Commonwealth scholarships, you can't apply for the graduate work permit or graduate visa. So it depends. It depends. I know some would argue with me that, I know some Chevening scholars who are still in the UK after completing school. Yeah, at the right time, maybe they will tell you why they are still there. But for what the research that we are doing here is saying, it says that if you are a student, you can apply for your postgraduate work visa. So let's just, focus on that, especially if you are going as a self-funded student. Now, this is the money you need. If your school is in London, in order to have your proof of funds to support you as part of your visa requirements, you need to have at least 1,334 pounds per month for up to 9 months, which means that you have to calculate this times 9. Let's do the math. So 1,334 times 9, which is 12,000 pounds, and that's 12,006 pounds. This is how much you need in your proof of funds or your bank statement at the time you are applying for your for your visa. What I always advise is that you should have more than that. So if your course is in London and you need to provide at least funds for up to 9 months, which is 12,000, for me, I would advise that you have at least 13,000 or 14,000, so that at least you have like extra money, just to support and boost your your visa application process. If you are not going to study in London, that's £1,023. You can do the maths for a month. So you have to calculate that times 9. So that should be about let's do the maths. 1,023. So that should be about £9,207. So as in your bank statement, as at the time you are going to study in the UK. Yeah, so it's a lot of money, especially if you're in Africa or you're in Ghana. Exchange rate is killing us, but it's possible. You can do it. Otherwise, if you have a sponsorship letter from someone in the UK and you can, use that to apply for your proof of funds with your sponsor who is in the UK, that's also another way that you don't really have to show it so much money in your bank account. But still, for the UK, dear, they always need you to have some money of your own. Even though someone is sponsoring you, you need your own money too, at least some money in your account also, to show that you're also responsible. What if the sponsor just leaves you in the middle of the road and say, I can't sponsor you again? What are you going to do? So they also require that you also have some money in your account as well. For that one, I do not know how much exactly they would want you to have in your account, especially if you have a sponsor. But at least for me, I would just say have at least in pounds, have at least like 10,000 or 5,000 pounds or 5,000, which is okay. Yeah, so I think basically this is actually one of the very interesting areas where people want to find out when it comes to studying in the UK. All the other details are on the platform. We are only navigating the website just to show the very salient areas, especially when you want to study in abroad in the UK. Now, you don't really need to show proof of funds if you are from Australia, Austria, Barbados, China, Canada, Czech, France. It even states here that even though it is not required, but at a point in time, the UK Visas and Immigration may even ask you to provide it. So all information is here. Please don't pay any money to any agent or any fraudster or someone like £5,000 just to apply for student visa for you. Well, if it works for you, but Charlie, sometimes this information are just here. If you have the money and you've saved enough for it, you can go ahead and do it. So there are more information. I will do another video on the document that you need to apply for student visa to study in the UK. But basically, what we have gone through on this website is actually what is the first step that you need to know if you want to study in the UK, especially if you are going to be self-funded, if you're going to fund yourself. Thank you so much.